मुझे क्या है ना, आदमी जितना पैसा, आदमी जैसा, मैं वो सब में नहीं जाती, क्योंकि आई फील एज अ वुमन आई कैन नॉट बी लाइक अ मैन. आई कैन नॉट compete with him. Physically, I cannot compete with him, no matter what. Can I go in the night alone? He can go. So I do not get into that equality thing.
And I'm saying it should not be gender based also.
Right,
That's wrong to begin
ये
with.
बात ही नहीं करनी चाहिए. आपका मार्केट रेट होता है, आपका जितना मार्केट रेट है उतना मिलता है आपको. आपका आदमियों का भी तो डाउन अप होता है. आदमियों में कितनी डिस्पैरिटी है. ये एक बहुत अच्छा एक्टर है, उसको इतना कम मिलता है.
Absolutely.
एक उससे बहुत कम एक्टर है, उसको उससे 5 गुना मिलता है.
So it is like, you know, it's a big problem when it is up there, and we can, of course, we should talk about it. When I said at school, I didn't mean it in a dismissive way. What is Salman Khan or Akshay Kumar, Shah Rukh? They bring
the crowd pullers.
Yeah, are we bringing that crowd?
Absolutely.
We are not bringing.
If you bring, then your rate will also be like them.
It is very simple.
Even if I look 15 years younger to the men, they won't take me because they know my age. And nobody, तो ये कैमियो था, उसमें तो कोई भी नहीं रेडी था. जो मेरी उम्र से बड़े हैं वो भी नहीं रेडी थे मेरे साथ करने को. So I really was grateful to Ram Kapoor that he agreed to work with me. ऐसा ही है, but I don't mind these things. This is part of the game.
Yeah. Like you see something like Money Heist or something like that. If we are to make in India, you have to match that standard.
True.
मुझे तो सारे रोल करने हैं. मुझे प्रोफेसर का भी रोल करना है, क्योंकि वो इतना, he is the mastermind without being in that bank, what he does.
Yes.
And all the female characters and everybody, even the
Najwa Nimri. The one who's pregnant.
I mean,
I want to play the one who was in the police and then she came with him.
Yeah. So that's Raquel.
Raquel.
Oh.
मतलब वो जो थी, वो उसका भी जो प्रेग्नेंट इन्वेस्टिगेटर है, क्या रोल है.
Najwa Nimri. Yes.
Talking about Money Heist.
But आपको लग रहा है कि कोई Indian director can come up with a Money Heist Hindi version and do absolute justice to it?
मैं इस बारे में कुछ नहीं बोलूंगी, क्योंकि मुझे रोल तो मिलेगा नहीं.
क्यों?
क्योंकि वो लोग, मुझे पता है किसको रोल देते हैं.
Joining us today are two fierce women who continue to be lauded for their impeccable on-screen performances. Thank you to both of you for joining us today. And it's Uunchai. We're talking about, height of success, height of ambition. How has this entire experience been for you? I mean, the fact that it comes from Suraj Parjatia, there's a lot of goodness around the film. There's a lot of good vibes, which I think is what we all need. I mean, look at the phase that we're in right now.
Just nailed it. It is coming from Surajji.
Yes.
And this kind of a film where there's a lot of love and a lot of just simple, basic human emotions. No gimmicks and no, this is another kind of cinema. ये थोड़ा ज़्यादा नहीं बनता. It happens just once in a while. So I think to be part of that once in a while film is very fortunate for all of us.
Yeah. We are very honored that we have done this film, and not just honored, we have enjoyed working in this film. And when an actor enjoys doing a film, then the audience also enjoys. There was a joke in Mandi or in some other film, Shyam Benegal's film, where Shabana said one day कि एक शाय सा director, शाय से actors और शायद से के कैमरामैन के साथ कोई लव सीन करने की कोशिश कर रहा है. So it's people are going to be embarrassed now if you are embarrassed. So in this film you will see the क्या बोलते हैं camaraderie with all of us and the joy with which we have gone through in this process. With which we have gone through in this process.
Yes. In fact, you mentioned Mandi. That was a very, both of you are known for your unconventional roles. Your on-screen journey has been so progressive. Are you in a happy state of mind? Is this the phase that you're enjoying the most? Where you're not being judged? where the roles are coming in effortlessly, where the performances are being appreciated, whether it's theatrical or OTT. Are you in a happy state of mind? What's the emotion right now?
I will say I am very, 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 very happy and content. I am still greedy for better roles, more roles, but I want to touch wood that I want to thank God every day. In the night when I sleep, I thank God for giving me so much, for giving me this phase, because this is very rare, especially at my age. So नजर ना लगाओ मुझे बस।
नजर ना लगाओ।
हाँ, लग गई थी, पीछे बीमार हो गई थी।
No, I'm happy, and I think I'm also, of course, I'm happy for the roles which are good. But more than that, I'm happy overall for the industry.
It's true.
Which the good roles coming to us are a result of that
Yeah.
evolution which has happened in the industry. You know, in every sense, in technical field, in terms of audience, in terms of the viewership, in, you know, creativity, then OTT, and then, you know, the cinema getting larger than life with Bahubali and RRR.
Yes.
So you have that on one end of the spectrum. Then you have OTT, which is a totally different end of creativity, like bubbling and all that. So this has, cinema has never been so good.
So good. True.
It is so wonderful at this time. And not only as an actor, I think there is a lot of audience in me.
Yes.
You know, I love watching films. I love watching shows. It's not restricted to any language. It's not restricted to any country. So there is a very big chunk of me who's an audience. So when I look at the industry, I really like what is coming now. And like we were discussing now, the audience is exposed to world cinema thanks to OTT.
Yes.
So even the makers are understanding that you can't just give them a anything,
you know, that they
anything,
would be
because
okay
now,
with.
like you see something like Money Heist or something like that. If we are to make in India, you have to match that standard.
True.
If you're not matching it, they are not coming to watch the third show.
Yeah.
Because they have seen what you can do with a screenplay or scenario like that.
Right.
So I think that all has, you know, come to this point where people are exploring more, taking more chances, because there's no box office pressure. So they are doing that. And then also directors and makers are changing. Like, I think I must mention that specifically in Uunchai, everybody keeps saying, oh, this is not like Surajji's kind of film.
Yes. Very traditional,
and
high on values.
And they're right. It is not.
And this is Hum Saath Saath Hain. It just reminds me of
That is just this thing, but it's not at all like
it's not like that.
And it is not in that sense. There are, you know, so many things he's never done before. But I think for a director who has achieved what Surajji has achieved, to get up one morning and say, no, this is something I want to make. This is very different from my cinema, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and I'm going to do that.
Yes.
You know, and because that is a sign of somebody who's still growing. And he understands that. So then he comes here and makes this film. It is still his film. It has his goodness.
Yes.
It has his love. It has everything that he does. So I think industries, everybody is looking at everything in a different way now.
True.
And in that, coming to this thing is, we're still not reached there. These are little baby steps. But yes, roles are opening up for women. They did open even before, but they were so, you know,
Very
far and
niche.
distant. No,
And
एक
very-
हो गया, 6 साल कुछ नहीं हुआ, तो एक picture बन गई. Shyam Baba was the only person who made such interesting
And
films.
women oriented.
Women oriented, with
fierce,
power,
independent.
power.
Yes.
His women, like if you look
Mirch
at
Masala,
Smita in,
yeah.
that is Ketan.
That is Ketan.
Ketan.
Sorry.
Of course,
But
Ketan.
Mandi.
Ketan is unbelievably fantastic.
Hmm.
Then if you look at Smita in this thing, kya naam uska, Bhumika, correct? Then you see Mandi Shabana ji.
Yes.
Mandi, there's so many women. All of them are so strong.
So strong.
All,
yes.
I mean, so, but then that was it. Ankur was the first film in modern cinema
Yeah.
to put the woman right in center and say, look at her, she's the power behind everything. But then it happened, stopped. Ab kya ho raha hai? Women are slowly becoming part of the mainstream players. We are not that 11th, 12th player kaun sa hota hai. We are in the team.
You've actually
We
been
are-
brought to the fore. OTT
we are-
की वजह से है
We
कि
are not supporting role.
Yeah.
yes.
We are all doing characters, but it is still a long way to go, I feel. Yes.
You talked about Money Heist. Which character would you both want to play?
Oh God,
Raquel?
I want to play all the characters. मुझे तो सारे रोल करने, मुझे प्रोफेसर का भी रोल करना है, क्योंकि वो इतना, he is the mastermind without being in that bank, what he does.
Yes.
And all the female characters and everybody, even the
Najwa Nimri. The one who's pregnant.
I mean,
Yes,
which
yes.
character you don't want to play?
So you want to
yeah,
play
she's so-
Tokyo?
Tokyo,
You want to
Tokyo,
play
not Paris,
Tokyo.
Tokyo. Sorry.
No,
Raquel?
she's not Tokyo. I want to play the one who was in the police
Who
and
was-
then she came with
Oh,
him.
yeah. So that's Raquel.
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 Yeah.
Oh.
मगर
That
वो
would
जो
be
थी
such
वो उसका भी जो प्रेग्नेंट इन्वेस्टिगेटर
Najwa
है
Nimri.
क्या रोल
She
है
was
Najwa
amazing,
Nimri.
yeah.
Yes. That
so
was
there's
nice.
so many such things. Oh my god, this is a different conversation.
But आपको लग रहा है कि कोई Indian director can come up with a
No.
Money Heist Hindi version and do absolute justice to
No.
it?
मैं इस बारे में कुछ नहीं बोलूंगी क्योंकि मुझे रोल तो मिलेगा नहीं,
क्यों?
क्योंकि वो लोग मुझे पता है किसको रोल देते हैं.
हाँ, नहीं मगर मुझे लगता है थोड़ा वक्त वो
थोड़ा
एक वो टेम्पो अलग है पूरा.
I'm happy doing Panchayat. I think our
Yes.
Panchayat is as good as Money
It's
Heist.
very good. Panchayat is
So
very
I'm
good.
happy with that.
Yes. So, you are at a stage where, as you said, there's a lot of satisfaction with the kind of work that's coming your way. But with that, has it also given you the power to quote any amount? When we talk about, gender, the pay disparity, has that changed for women, or we're still in the phase where we're looking for solutions to that?
I don't want to look at the solutions to that. I don't care about that. What has happened to me is धीरे-धीरे, थोड़ा-थोड़ा बढ़ता है. If something works well, then I ask for a little raise.
Yes.
ये होता है और मैं उसमें खुश हूँ. मुझे क्या है ना, आदमी जितना पैसा, आदमी जैसा, मैं वो सब में नहीं जाती क्योंकि I feel as a woman I cannot be like a man. I cannot compete with him. Physically I cannot compete with him, no matter what. Can I go in the night alone? He can go. So I do not get into that equality thing. My freedom is what I get, what I want to get, and what I'm trying to get. That is what I care about.
For me, I have just tried to be fair towards all the hard work that I put in.
But is it still tough to get what you deserve?
I don't know. I have never been there, like, for a different reason. But on one point, which I agree with, there is that I've not played that game also, male female. I'm saying I'm looking at myself as an actor. Also, I think this discussion is very good conversation for 3 minutes here. But this is not going to help. It can just create a lot of noise.
I agree with you.
We can talk about it because it's a very cool and a very in thing. Let's be honest.
No, it's not just about it being cool. It's
No,
because
it is at this point.
It exists everywhere.
No, it exists. But
Nahi,
what I'm
nahi,
trying
ek
to
minute.
say, I'm trying to say is that we can have all this, but it's making noise. The change has to come there. Till we reach that place, there are women sitting there who are going to say, listen, in this project, if I'm giving this much, not this much. And I'm saying it should not be gender based also.
Right,
That's wrong to begin
ये
with.
बात ही नहीं करनी चाहिए. आपका मार्केट रेट होता है, आपका जितना मार्केट रेट है उतना मिलता है आपको. आपका आदमियों का भी तो डाउन अप होता है. आदमियों में कितनी डिस्पैरिटी है. ये एक बहुत अच्छा एक्टर है, उसको इतना कम मिलता है.
Absolutely.
एक उससे बहुत कम एक्टर है, उसको उससे 5 गुना मिलता है.
It is like, it's a big problem and it is up there, and we can, of course, we should talk about it. When I said at school, I didn't mean it in a dismissive way. What I meant is we are all talking about it because this is the thing. But if we really want to change it, then we need to see changes at the top.
Yes, which is true.
You know, there's somebody who sits and says, okay, wow. See, I understand if somebody is getting like 50 crores or 25 crores, there is also something called how many people am I bringing to the theatre, which is a very valid,
Absolutely.
it's a
I
very
agree. Yeah.
valid point.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
should
yeah.
not miss that thing, you know. What is Salman Khan or Akshay Kumar, Shah Rukh, they bring,
The crowd pullers.
yeah, are we bringing that crowd?
Absolutely.
We are not bringing.
If you bring, then your rate
Then
will
ask-
also
you
be
see,
like them.
it is very simple.
It's business.
It's a very complicated
Yes.
thing.
You know why I also asked you this? Because you both have daughters who are now part of the showbiz industry who've garnered massive appreciation. Do you think they would face something similar
Of course, they are
ahead,
facing.
or they're already facing that?
Of course, at least
Ye
my
biases
daughters are
jo
already
hai.
facing it.
Mm.
Shruti has been working now for 10 years.
Yes.
So it is definitely there. Akshu is working, she's also facing. But I'm just trying to say we can look at it positively or negatively, or look at positively, that you go and put your foot down, okay, listen, I did this for your last film. People loved me. It was a film which went into a 100 crore film. So this time I want a better deal. You know, that is, you make change to yourself. I think that's the main thing.
And what's also interesting, with the two of you being part of such immensely interesting projects, is that you are getting to romance, younger men. We have seen that in modern.
I know.
Modern.
I didn't romance him. But yes.
In a way, that was
it's a
sort of,
love story.
changing
It's
the perception.
beautiful. Yes.
You've also done that.
But I have worked with Ram Kapoor in Masaba.
Yes, in Masaba. That
So
was
we
Ram
can't.
Kapoor.
There is nobody I can get. Even if I look 15 years younger to the men, they won't take me because they know my age. And nobody. तो ये cameo था, उसमें तो कोई भी नहीं ready था.
Yes.
जो मेरी उम्र से बड़े हैं वो भी नहीं ready थे मेरे साथ करने को. So I really was grateful to Ram Kapoor that he agreed to work with me. ऐसा ही है, but I don't mind these things. This is part of the game.
Yeah. And when you have good directors, they make sure that things happen.
Yeah.
They put it in place.
And I think that has been the experience in this film, because Surat
Absolutely.
Barjatia is one director who would pay attention to these.
And that is like a different interview altogether.
Yes.
If you're talking about Surajji as a director, as a person, that's a different interview. This is only for us actors and what we made the film releasing on 11th November. This is because he's so there's so much to talk about him.
So thank you so much for joining us today and for speaking to us about Uunchai. I think November 11th, when the film releases, would be referred to as the day that sort of, observed the height of success, because everybody is expecting the film to be a mega hit.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for speaking to us.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you so much.